All right, so this week I am doing something a little different. I just finished a very challenging commission and didn't have time to put together another Hollywood cliche video yet, so thank you for your patience. But I thought that I would treat this as an opportunity to talk about a question that I frequently get, as well as my latest passion project. So let's start with the question. Every other week or so, it seems that someone reaches out or comments to ask me what they should be focusing on as a composer. They want to know what skill sets are the most important to develop when it comes to writing music. And my answer for the past few years now has emphatically been harmony and orchestration. Especially if you want to work in film scoring, gaming music, or really just any kind of media music in general. You see, frequently in these types of projects, the coherence of your score relies heavily on two aspects of your themes. They have to develop emotionally as your story progresses, but they must also remain recognizable, no matter how dramatically and emotionally different they may become throughout the film. And this is where both harmony and orchestration come into the picture. The amount of emotional impact that you can have on a theme just by reharmonizing it or reorchestrating it is mind-boggling. For example, I'm going to share a simple theme with two different harmonies. There are a few subtle changes to the melody itself, but the most dramatic changes are all in the harmony. As you can see, the emotional impact was dramatic. And all just because I changed the harmonic context for the theme. I didn't even have to change the pitches found in the melody. Orchestration is just as powerful. In fact, film music is filled with tons of examples of taking supremely simple ideas and transforming them into emotionally rich and powerful themes. Now, I want to avoid getting a copyright claim on this video, so I'm not going to play any audio, but two textbook examples of this are John Williams' theme for Jaws and Hans Zimmer's theme for Dark Knight. Both of these soundtracks are examples of films that used simple two-note motifs. I mean, each theme is pretty much just built on just two notes. If you were to play either one on just the piano, it would kind of quickly get boring and come off as a bit unimaginative. However, with a bit of creative orchestration, these themes become iconic and emblematic of their respective films. And this is why I tend to spend such a large amount of focus on both harmony and orchestration in this channel. And it's also why they are each at the core of my upcoming project. Now, if you like to follow my live composing series of streams, you may already know about this. But a friend recently asked me what topics or skills I wish I could go back in time and teach myself when I was just first starting to study composition. And it was a pretty fun conversation, but the question did eventually get me thinking about not just what I wish I could have started with, but just the types of resources that were and are currently available for young musicians teaching themselves how to write. And after a little bit of work, I ended up creating a fairly comprehensive list of everything I think a composer should master in their first year or two of study. And that's how I ended up with this. So this is the outline of all the lessons that I want to share. And they can get broken down into about like 3 primary categories. The first one focuses a lot on fundamental music theory, and in particular, a big focus on harmony. Part 2 focuses more on structure and form and an actual sketching process for writing out themes and ideas. And then 3 really hones in on the fundamentals of orchestration and how to arrange your music for a traditional orchestra. All in all, there are 16 different lessons that build on each other to create a solid foundation for writing emotional and comprehensive themes, with a nice strong focus on both harmony and orchestration. And at the moment, this outline is actually available in the description of this video, because this is where all of you lovely, lovely people come in. You see, right now I'm not entirely sure if I want to do this as a book or as an online class. And if you have a preference for either format, please let me know in the comments. And also, please go through the outline if there's anything that you don't see included or anything in particular that you'd really like to see added, let me know. This is still a working draft, and I'm still open to working on it and making some adjustments. So with that, we have reached the end of another video. So please, as always, leave comments, suggestions, messages, anything that you'd like to see in future videos. I want to thank my wonderful patrons for making this video possible. I know I didn't include the names at the beginning of the videos like I always do or usually do, so I apologize for that. That will be coming back in the next video. But until next time, keep studying, keep working hard, and keep writing new music.